Today on the channel, we're going to take a look at Mattel's WWE Superstars Series 3, The Undertaker. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich. This line, if you watch the channel enough, I love it. I'm trying to be a completionist on it. I really want all of them. I'm having trouble with Series 3 and Series 4 and even the newer series, I guess. But I do have a lot of them. I think I have about 20 of them, but there's a lot more that I don't have. There are some that I have one and not two because I am a member of the Double Up Club with this specific toy line right here. But let's take a look at this packaging on this. You got your Mattel logo there, 8 years in age and over there, WWE Superstars includes fabric entrance duster. Got your Undertaker nameplate there. You got this awesome color drawing of the Undertaker. Got the fans over there, this blister right here. I do appreciate this packaging. I'm glad they stayed the same. I do wish they had that card stock that would slide up and out and you could take your action figure out the back, but it is what it is, so I'll live with it. On this side, you got your WWE Superstars there. You got your certified authentic hologram there. Series number 3. Your cross-sell Undertaker, Papa Shango, $1 Million Man, and Mankind there. And then you have some of his sayings. And it says, the dead man, rest in peace, Tombstone, and Death Valley right there. So pretty awesome. The great black and white drawing right here, which I absolutely love. You got your warnings, copyrights, labels, barcodes, recycling information down here, websites, and such. So how I'm going to get him out of the package is the way I do all of them. I'm going to cut a trap door in the bottom of it, open that trap door, and pull him out. All right, I think I have that trap door cut. I'm going to pull it open. Whoop, I think I missed a spot. Yeah, I got it. Reach in here, grab his plastic coffin, and pull him out, and there he is. And that's what you're left with. There's your trap door if you want to open it that way. This one here, I am losing the blister off the card back there. You can see these early ones, Series 1, 2, 3, I think even some of 4, they didn't use a very good glue to hold that on there. But now the newer ones, the newer series, that glue is a lot better and it's staying on. There is that nameplate there, Undertaker. We'll keep all that stuff. And here is the Undertaker in his plastic coffin. All right, he is tied in, so just like the rest of them, we have to turn him over, and we'll take off his accessory bag right here and peel that tape off there, get rid of that tape. And now I'm going to cut open this accessory bag. There is a little bit of tape on it. All right, there we go. Got the bag cut. And this is just hands, all hands. That's all that's in this accessory bag. Sometimes you get a nice surprise, but he has some accessories on the figure itself. We'll set him over here and talk about these accessories. And they're, like I mentioned, just hands. The first one, you're going to get a right and left splayed out hands. Now, he does have his gray gloves on, so these are gray colored hands. And then we have a right hitchhiker, He-Man inspired hand, and a left fist. So that's what we're looking at there. And then out of package, he has 2 gripping hands that are not the hitchhiker. They're more traditional gripping hands. So we will turn him over now and we will cut out his ties here. Is he tied in though? I'm not sure if I'm seeing any tie. Oh yeah, there they are. I see them now. Some of my ties look like they're broke, and I'm trying to see. Maybe there is no ties on this guy. Was there not ties on him? I'm not seeing any. Looks like there's place for ties, but maybe not. I'm just going to turn him over and see if he comes out of there. Lift him up by the toe, pull him up, and the Undertaker has been resurrected. There he is, empty coffin. So no ties on this one. No ties at all. Huh. That's odd. And here he is. We'll go over his accessories, check him out. And the first accessory we're going to look at is this big Undertaker hat. This big old hat he used to wear. He'd come in, he'd take that thing off front to back. Yes, sir. Looked awesome. Great job here. All black. Just like you remember from the wrestling days when we was kids. And now we are going to pull off his duster here. See, this duster looks very good. It is a really tough material right here. Stitching looks really good. We're going to get it off here. If I can get it off, I have to take his arms off. I'm going to pull his hands off. Of course, everything on these WWE Superstars are removable. Your arms, your waist, your boots, your hands, your head. And here we go. Let's take a look at this duster. So it's very well stitched. Very, very well stitched. And it, like I said, it is a tough fabric right here. Some of the toughest I've seen. But looks real good. All black. Does have a little bit of a collar right there. But man, that thing is really nice. Really, really nice. Does kind of have this up here. I didn't see that at first. So whatever you call those, that collar that kind of comes down on a duster. There you go. And then that is not all. We're going to pull the head off of the Undertaker here, if I can get it off. Do not want to. There we go. It is his tie. He always had his tie on. This is just a gray and black striped tie. So take the head off before you try to get this up off around his head. It is flexible, but I recommend taking that head off, taking it off, and then put your head back on, and then we'll put our hands back on. There we go. And like I mentioned, his hands here are just gripping hands. He has no accessories to grip, but it's the way it goes. All right, let's take a look at the Undertaker and his articulation. All right, head looks down a little bit, doesn't look up, has this long hair. I don't even know if he's got a straightaway gaze there. It's pretty much down and then down a little bit higher, if that makes sense. Head will go all the way around. We saw that the head is removable there. Shoulders go all the way around. He has the single butterfly. These are all have been the same. I'm sure they reuse all these molds here. Elbow, it goes not quite to a 90, I don't think, but it is single jointed and pinless. He has a waist go all the way around. That comes apart. He has splits. Pretty good splits there for the Undertaker. He has knees that are single jointed and pinless, and his knees and his elbows both rotate right here. You can see how that rotation there. Throw that Nolan Ryan fastball. Failed to mention the hands up and down. He's got a boot cut there, and he doesn't have a lot of ankle movement because he has these shin guards or whatever you want. These they weren't guards. They were just some kind of material. I guess maybe old-timey Undertakers used to wear that, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen them with it on it, but there you go. It is those shin dressings, maybe you will call them. All right, let's take a look at him. He's got the auburn-colored hair. Beard looks real good on him. I mean, it looks like the Undertaker for sure. He doesn't have a lot of purple around his eyes, but a little bit. If you remember, early Undertaker had a lot of purple makeup around his eyes. He's got this awesome-looking shirt that is just painted on, but we're used to this. This is our Superstars line, so we don't have to get real fancy. But, yeah, you can see he's got the shredded shirt sleeves right here. all black. You can see the outline of a collar and buttons on this black shirt there. All black pants. And then, like I mentioned, these gray shin coverings there. Black boots. Looks good. He does have the painted on wrist tape, or I guess it's the upper part of the glove is what it's supposed to be. I would love to see that textured and some sculpt lines there. But again, like I said, this is just our WWE Mattel Superstars line. It's kind of cartoonish and very toyetic, so doesn't really need to have all that stuff. But looks really good. Let's try on some of these other hands. We'll go with the splayed out hands. Here's one. There's two. I'm sure if you get the gripping hands, you can hold your hat. Let's get this hat back on. Oh, yeah, that is totally the Undertaker right there. Look at that. Let's pull off the head again. We'll put on back on the tie. Look at this. Look at this. This is great. Great stuff. Of course, then you got your duster. You want to put that back on. But this is awesome. Very, very good. I do have right here, it's the only one I have close. The rest of my unpackaged Superstars are across the room. Maybe I have been showing that. Maybe I'll show it again. But I do have Mr. Papa Shango right here. So these two guys, we got a little bit of black magic here and a little bit of Undertaker horror, but two awesome guys from the late 80s. Just, well, actually, I guess he's in the 90s, early 90s was Papa Shango, but man, this is great. Great stuff. I love it. I can't get enough of it, but that's going to be it for The Undertaker Mattel WWE Superstars line. Until next time. Oh, yeah.